Pickles, and welcome to a job. I think the eyes are a bit messy. Oh, yeah, well. Anyway, today we are continuing our search for pickles. Also, I don't know what happened. I guess I blew up or something last time. Let's just say I wake up in the middle of a job.
Welcome to the Freddy
My
Fazbear
eyes.
Virtual Experience. Fazbear Entertainment is excited to join the digital age, and what better way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience?
Yeah.
We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad reputation over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic. Lawsuits pending. But we aren't above laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies, that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you, as well as your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares.
Cassette tape.
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. It's mostly just acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats.
What was that? Yeah, whatever.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Use the console in front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible for real danger. Please make a selection from the virtual menu.
Welcome to a job. Okay, I'm gonna kinda do a little story with this. VR, I kinda made up a fucking story about Ethan Winters trying to get pickles. I'm gonna continue that story and just say Ethan Winters fell asleep or something, and all of a sudden, bam, he's here. Although he did kind of explode. Surely nothing bad will happen with that. Calm. Okay, Ow, my hand. Huh. Nothing. Eh. Also, can I turn down my volume? It is a bit loud. That is much better. Ooh. Damn it. I see some up there. Ooh. Got it. What did... whatever. Oh. Yeah. I remember something about the... Okay, well, I guess we gotta get to the job. How else am I gonna get pickles? What does this do? Oh, yeah, it's very purple now. I'm just gonna... What is this? Ooh, tapes. Maybe these will explain where the pickles are. Didn't have any luck in... Oh, hi.
Hello? Can you hear me? Don't exit this room, okay? This isn't a mistake. This room isn't a mistake. I had to hide these logs away from the core gameplay files. In a
Is he
place
supposed
that
to
only
be
a
here?
beta tester would look, and in a place where the files could be protected.
I'm sure it's fine.
I just really, really hope that the next development team finds this before the game is released to the public. This game has some kind of malicious code in it that we haven't been able to fully contain or even understand for that matter. We're over budget and out of time. But that's not the reason that we're shutting down. Listen, I have to keep this short so the file size will be small enough to fly under the radar. There are more. They may not be in order. I saw it for the first time today. There was a character I couldn't make out who it was, standing at the end of the hall.
That
I
thing?
thought it was just bugged out, so I made a note of it and kept playing. But then it was looking in the window, and not like Chica or Bonnie would. It was like it was actually looking in the window, seeing what I was doing.
Interesting.
I heard a pretty heated conversation this morning between Dale, our manager, and someone else on the line. It really feels like this project is in trouble, in no small part because of the lawsuit, I'm sure. There has to be a lawsuit. There's no way there isn't. It happened in this building just a few doors down from me. I think it's made worse by the fact that Jeremy tried to tell us something was wrong. But as a dev team, we all just saw it as a challenge to find what the problem was and fix it. Who could have known that? I have to go.
It's a bit concerning. I'm also a bit concerned about whatever the fuck that thing is, but yeah, I think I'm out of this.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub.
Yippee!
Keep in mind that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on, which has absolutely no hidden intent or purpose. So, have fun.
Anyway, let's see what kind of jobs we can get ourselves into. FNAF 3. Dark rooms. Nah. Parts and service. Vent repair. Night terrors. I'm not doing anything called night terrors. Let's go with repair. Oop.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets. First, firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
Well, kind of expected that much. Huh.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
Yoink.
Great job. Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left.
This one.
Well done. Now, first
Yoink.
deposit the right eye. Good
Yoink.
job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on either side of Bonnie's jaw. When done correctly, you should hear two small clicks.
Well
done. You now have
okay.
access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking button inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe to enter calibration mode.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting paid enough for this. Don't bite my hand, would ya?
Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio check. Press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Ah. Poop. Cupcake.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no,
Yoink.
Great job. Deposit the left, well done. Deposit the good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, careful, well done. You now have access to Bonnie's. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Ah, come on, grip that up. Boop.
Well done. That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
Did I get that? Oh, hey, look. A cranky dank. You know what they say about cranky danks? Crank that thing. Hell chips. What? Yeah, why? Shh. No, wait, I'm not doing something. Sorry. Ow. How do I... Wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
We hope you're enjoying the Fazbear virtual experience. Please be aware that there may be visual artifacts left behind from the beta testing phase of development.
Boop.
If you see any such artifacts, we recommend that you not interact with them. We'll weed them out eventually. There's no guarantee that we'll weed them out eventually.
I see. Keep me. Or. Ship. Is that guy getting, nah, whatever. Let's try Chica. Pizza. Okay, that sounds easy enough.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right.
Ah. Spooky. I did that on purpose.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully press the two buttons located on the sides of Chica's head.
Don't jump scare me.
Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant-grade chemi spray to Chica's exterior. Press the button, avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
Ugh. Not what I expected. Goddamn cupcake.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
Okay, yeah,
There
I've
have
seen
been
this.
customer complaints about Chica. Good job. Make sure. Oh no! It looks like Chica. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate. Well done. Oh no! It looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button another push as return the cupcake to Chica's plate.
Get over here. You
Great
get
job.
there.
Chica is ready to serve pizza and delicious. See you next time.
Pizza. Crank that thing. What is this? Pirate Plunder Bar. Well, that kinda sucks.
Are you having fun yet? That's great to hear.
Whatever. Okay, back to let's go Freddy Fat Bear. Freddy Five Bear. Is it Freddy Five Bear? Where's Freddy Five Bear?
Welcome back to Parts and
Freddy
Service.
It's
It
Freddy
looks like
Five
one of our
Bear.
guests left a personal item on our star attraction. Let's return it to the Lost and Found. Carefully grab and remove the child's hat from Freddy's mouth.
Eh,
Freddy's got a pretty good job.
Yoink.
Now place the hat in the lock. While we're at it, let's make sure there isn't anything else stuck inside. To access Freddy's chest cavity, grab Freddy's bow tie and pull it outwards. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it in the Lost and Found bin. Be careful not to touch any of Freddy's sensitive wiring.
Whew.
Good job.
Got it.
It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child's shoe. Gently grasp the music box and extract it from Freddy's chest cavity before the safety latch to set. Carefully place the music box on the work table to your left. Great job. To reset the safety latch, press the button located on Freddy's endoskeleton. Now, remove the child's shoe and place it in the Lost and Found bin.
What did I do? I simply did as was told. I blame you for this. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. It looks like one of our guests left a personal item on our star attraction. Let's return it to the Lost and Found. Carefully grab and remove the child's hat from Freddy's mouth. Freddy's got a pretty good job. Now place the hat. While we're at it, let's make sure there isn't anything else stuck inside. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it in the Lost and Found bin. Be careful not to touch any of Freddy's sensitive wiring. Good job. It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child's shoe. Gently grasp the music box and extract it from Freddy's chest cavity before the... Carefully place the music box on the work table. Great job. To reset the safety latch, press the button. Now, remove the child's shoe and place it in the Lost and Found bin. Well done.
There.
Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity and we'll call it a day. Oh no! You seem to have mishandled Freddy's music. A slow and even pace is recommended. A slow and even pace is recommended. Crisis averted. To close Freddy's chest cavity, press the large black button on the center of Freddy's face. That concludes your time in parts and service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
What? Boop. Crank it. Oh, look at the little guy! Not pickles, but hey, it will do. Yeah, you. Mm-hmm. Boop, 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 boop. Foxy. Arr. Foxy the pirate.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been out of commission for quite some time.
Ow, my
This
hand.
series of simple repairs should return him to full working condition. First, carefully pick up and place Foxy's head on his endoskeleton. Oh no,
Ooh.
It looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait. Good job. Foxy has regained control of his legs. A gentle reminder, it is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. Oh no, it looks like a former employee attempted to repair Foxy's chest motor using an incorrect fuse. Carefully, remove the incorrect fuse from Foxy's chest and insert it into Foxy's upper arm receptacle. Well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. Fix both fuses to continue. Good job. Retrieve Foxy's eye from drawer number 3. When Foxy's eye patch is fully open, place the eye back into his eye socket. Well done. This concludes all your parts and service tasks. Pirate Cove can now be reopened.
Bye. Yeah, okay, yeah, that one was a bit nerve-wracking. Open the damn box. What is this bullshit? Ah, plastic.
We went to great lengths to create an authentic VR
doing?
experience, including using scanned photographs for reference and using original performance routines where applicable.
Get out. Prize counter. Thank God nothing's here. What the fuck? Don't really like that taste. Let's see if I can find the... Where's everything? There's one of the other food options. Yummy, yummy. A lot of Halloween shit. Plushie. No plushie. Action figure, that's what this thing is? It's not the worst one. This is the worst Freddy Fazbear. Actually, it's not that bad at all. Well, back to Chuck E. Cheese. Are you getting closer? I don't like that. Guess we're working the night shift at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, fun. It is Chuck E. Cheese.
Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in your first house. Office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Oh, where'd he go?
A magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90
Bonnie
days
moved.
as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bad, I'd probably be a bit irritable.
Where are you going?
Too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children. You need to show them
Oh, you're in there, huh?
right? Okay.
You're still there?
So just be aware, the characters do tend
Stay
to
far away from where I am, though. Okay, never mind. What are you... Ooh, you're gone. Oh, you're there.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day, too. But then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing what the human body can do without the frontal lobe.
Where are you?
You know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman, if any, is the fact that these characters,
What?
if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy
God damn
Fazbear
it.
suit.
Shut up!
Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with
Oh,
crossbeams,
you're there.
wires,
That's where
animatronic
Chica is, and you're here.
especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those would cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up.
God damn it,
But
dude,
hey,
shut up. That's what I get for working at... God damn it, she's gone. There, okay, you're there.
Only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve
This is what I get for working at Chuck E. Cheese. You're there. Yeah, okay. I see you. Okay, that door's good. Come on, it's Oh, thank God. Yippee! Looks like I made it through. Crank it. Motherfucker. Okay, that one actually got me. I was not
It seems that you may have inadvertently accessed an unauthorized portion of the game. Please be aware that interacting with unofficial game code can be harmful to you and potentially damaging to our reputation.
Fuck you for that one. Jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. Can't eat that? Okay. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna... Fuck off. I left off at tape 3. I got 3 more.
Have you ever heard of a guillotine paper slicer? It sounds made up, but it's an actual piece of office equipment. I didn't even know we had one in the supply room. I guess they're more common at businesses that do a lot of graphic design work. I remember seeing one when I was still in school, and even then, I knew how dangerous it looked. I was always afraid of losing a finger. That seems so silly now. Jeremy used to do design work. I guess that's how he knew it was there.
What happened to Jeremy? God, this job seems like it's terrible.
The drawers have been emptied out. Someone was here. I don't think it was spring cleaning either. No. There was plastic on the floor. Someone was definitely here during the night. It had to have been the client. I mean, they sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation, told us to scan it, said it would expedite the process so we wouldn't need to program any pathfinding ourselves.
Oh, no,
It was a budget thing,
dumb.
I guess. It was just junk. Circuit boards and things like that. Looked pretty old. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it. It seemed to take hold by itself. Things started changing. But then, he started appearing.
God, it's dusty in here.
At least that's what Jeremy said.
It smells like ass, too. Like, who the fuck made this room?
I came in early that morning. No one else was there. At least that's what I thought. The supply room was lit.
Ow.
I didn't even notice Jeremy standing in the testing room as I walked past. The supply room was so bright, glowing from all the way down the hall.
What? Yeah, whatever. Change your back. Whew, thank God. FNAF 2. Still having Vietnam flashbacks of that shit. No, and I'm not doing FNAF 3 Dark... I might do Event Repair... Nah, those are probably the harder ones. You know what, how about we try out the DLC? Just a little bit. Yeah, can I go back? Oh, hi. Okay, yep. Am I in an old slasher film or what? I don't know. Went from working at Chuck E. Cheese to working at...
nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on, which has absolutely no hidden intent or purpose. So, have fun.
This nightmare mode? Ooh, spooky. Anyway, back to title. Pretty the dark, spooky mansion. pirate ride. I like to ride. There you go. High score, shoot targets.
Welcome aboard Captain Foxy's Pirate Adventure! You can help me with this here adventure by shooting the targets with that there hand cannon. Do your best, or I'll send you to Davy Jones's locker. For your safety, keep your hands inside the ride at all times,
Yee!
or you'll end up like me.
Ha! Woohoo!
Ahoy! Set sail for treasure!
God damn it, I'm not doing too well with this whole book. I'm getting kind of motion sick.
That's down the hatch and north of ruin.
Bonus rounds sounds fun.
This means no normal war. It means the Kraken.
It's a kraken! Like they're crack-a-lackin'. Well, okay, I guess I got the bonus round that time.
Take that, you pervy monkey.
That was fun. Kinda. Oh, it's not over yet. Woo! This feels like it's an actual ride. Even though it's a VR game. What is...
Ghost Pirates!
It ain't my birthday.
Now, let's see how you did.
What? How was this to get any higher than that? Whatever. Yeah. Who? That's cute. Don't you fucking dare. What is this? Mixed nuts. And it's better than the other things I got. Can I go to that barn over there? That place looks fascinating, to say the least. Why can't I do that if there's not a thing? There's buttons on that, but they don't seem to do anything. Anything on the side? No, it's just Freddy Fazbear Lantern. something else. Build a mangle. That don't sound very fun. Trick or treat. Also doesn't sound. Dread bear. What is this? Wait, I didn't mean to. That's the wrong one. Oh. Any interesting details that I missed? Bonnie back there. Chica and Bonnie. Are those the only two animatronics here? Okay. Only tested it. You're closer. I have an idea. I really wish I had a gun. Whose broad idea was it to not give the night guard a gun? Like, seriously, isn't that the... Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Boop, boop. 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 Let's try Night 1 of FNAF 2. I remember FNAF 2. FNAF 2 was, it was okay. Why, hello? Who the fuck is here?
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear
That's
Pizza.
much better.
I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here,
That's a bit
and to help you get
eerie.
started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old
Where's
location.
the,
Some people still have a somewhat
Hi there,
negative
buddy.
impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these
flashbanging them.
facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about robots seeing you as an endoskeleton without its costume on, and wanting to stuff you in the suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually, anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have lights, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, hi. Yeah, you stay there. Fun. My fucking reaction time. Great. Fucking rabbit. My fucking heart. I hate FNAF 2. Alright. Motherfucker! Again? What the fuck? No. You motherfucker.
Hello? Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here.
I'm exiting
to
this
help you get
goddamn
started
level.
on this new and
Fuck you. I won! God damn it. Fuck you two. You're getting pretty close. Okay. Well, you may as well swap over and see if I collect any more of those tapes, because I have not been keeping track in the slightest. No more tape. Oh, there he is again. Ugh. Oh, he's gone. Thank God. Whew, that guy's annoying. Alright, what next? Why not try vent repair? This is gonna be terrible. I have a severe fear of, well, enclosed spaces.
Welcome to Vent Repair. Fazbear Entertainment prides itself on having the most comfortable facility.
Ah. Fuck you. Oh. Bitch. red, green, orange. Did I win? Did I beat?
Degrees. Good job. See you next time.
Swear to fucking God, if you jump scare me one more god. That's better. Still, where the fuck are my pickles? Yeah, you're definitely getting closer. Hi there, buddy. What you doing? When is a night guard going to get a gun? I want a gun, like, now. Fuck. Anyway, let's see what all I've gotten. Nope. No plushies. Yum. This is the worst kind, but whatever. Tasty. And I love this one. One of the most delectable. Anyway, I got a new tape. May as well listen to that. Would ya feck off? Be very green. Oh, hey, you're here too. Great. Let's listen to this one.
Jeremy complained of nightmares when he came in this morning. He wasn't talking about it like someone telling a friend about his dreams, though. He was pale. Looked like he hadn't eaten in days. He spent an hour talking in Dale's office, but it didn't look like he was given much sympathy. When he came out, he went directly back to the testing room. He doesn't even jump anymore. Nothing scares him. He just stands there like he's talking to someone. Sometimes he rocks from side to side. We were told to leave him alone. I knew I was in line to do the testing next. They'd been prepping me for it. I guess they knew that Jeremy would need to be replaced soon.
Yeah, this job seems like it's shit. Why do I work here? Oh, hey, look, there's no one here. Thank God. Candy. No candy. Okay, let's see. Whoop. Whoopa. Whoopa. What else can we do? Yeah, no, fuck that. I hate Ennard. Cool concept. Not so. Oh, parts and service. Requiem.
Welcome back to
Hello.
Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated.
My
First, we
eyes
must access his harmonization
hurt.
module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets.
God, my eyes
First,
hurt.
firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
Yoink.
Great job. Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left. Well done. Now, deposit the right. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module.
God, I feel like I'm
Press
about to
the
have a
blinking
fucking
button
seizure.
inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe to enter calibration mode. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio. Press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day. Well done.
Yippee!
That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
That hurt my eyes. Also, why did I... What was the... Let me... Yes. What is it? I actually don't hate this. The Oh. Oh, the Foxy plushie. Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to prize counter. Oh, Nightmare World prize counter. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? I don't know. Let me... It's just the blank expression on its face. I love it. Look at that. Look at the... Look at the, huh? Dumb look on its face. Oh, I love this little thing. I love this little guy. You know, I'm glad I got that. That's fun. Oh, what else is there? Okay, Mr. Bunny Boy. Let's see. Chica. Pretty sure these are just the same, but, seizure inducing.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
Jesus Christ.
There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell.
Oh, hey, it's Nightmare
Sounds
Cupcake.
like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again.
Remove
all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right.
Let's just... Give me that.
Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully press the 2 button. Oh no! It looks like Chica has picked up. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate. Oh no! It looks like the chemi spray is no longer effective. To combat the infestation, pick them off by hand if necessary. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Great job. Chica is ready to serve pizza and hugs to the kids again. Take a compliment. Delicious. See you next time.
No, my pizza! Time to crank it. Why do all the plushies look like this? They all got the face, and I can't get over they all look like they don't know where they are.
Using proprietary technology developed by Fazbear Entertainment, our VR development teams were able to use vintage control boards almost like plug and play, digitally recreating performances and personalities from the past.
We don't care. At least I don't. I'm trying to get my pickles. Let's compare these two real quick. Actually, this one's everything more. Huh? They both look confused. This one looks more confused. This one just looks kind of... What? Oh god, the plushies. May as well try the next one. Freddy. Is that Nightmare Fredbear? Yeah, I know. Grab and release.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
Oh, this really is gonna give me a fucking seizure.
Left a personal item on our star attraction. Let's return it to the Lost and Found.
I'm gonna have a goddamn seizure in this one.
Grab and remove the child's hat. Freddy's got good job. Now place the hat while we're at it. Let's make sure there isn't anything else stuck inside. To access Freddy's chest cavity, grab Freddy's bow tie. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open.
It is seizure-inducing in here.
And place it in the Lost and Found bin. Be careful not to touch any of Freddy's sensitive. Good job. It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child's shoe. Gently grasp the music box and
my
extract it
eyes.
from Freddy's chest cavity before carefully place the music box on the... Great job. To reset the safety latch, press the button located on... Now, remove the child's shoe and place it in the lost and found bin. Well done. Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity and we'll call it a day. Oh no! You seem to have mishandled Fred. A slow and even pace is recommended. A slow and even pace is recommended. Crisis averted. To close Freddy's chest cavity, press the large...
Boop.
That concludes your time in parts and service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
God damn it. Oh, thank God I'm out of there. That really was giving me a headache. Crank it. Crank it. What is this? Foxy Cove Cola. Ate that thing, bottle and all. God damn it, not this guy again. Get! Okay, I guess you're not real. Well, looks like I'm schizophrenic. Yippee! Night 2 of FNAF. Should I? It's 5 nights. I'm not doing FNAF 2 again. Wait, isn't night 1 of FNAF 3 just... Nothing is here, right? Isn't that the thing?
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in at the opposite end of the building and work their way toward you, then past you and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction. You'll be starring as a security guard. So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think. Now let me tell you about what's new. We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old school, metal though. Watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically just, you know, flashing lights and spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to suit you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So we're going to take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right with the click of that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to reboot any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man. And if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Hello?
think all this came from a single Flash game. Impressive. I can't eat those. Well, that was easy. I didn't think about that for more than, like, what, 2 seconds? Of course that's like a free one. Nothing happens in the first night of FNAF 3. Sure, remember that. Oh, hey, another one of these. This is... I think I hate this one the most. It's the teeth. Definitely the teeth. Get that thing out of here. Well, it vanished. And he's even closer. Whoop! Time to go to Nightmare Home. Boop. Boop. Boop boop doop. Now we got even more tapes.
You
Let's
can always
listen.
tell when a company is getting ready to fire someone.
Okay.
They start giving out written warnings for silly things, making sure to build a paper trail and make a case for a firing. Things that normally no one would care about suddenly become grave offenses, all worthy of being written and documented. I guess it works two ways, because it also encourages a person to quit rather than be scrutinized so heavily. I think Jeremy was too far gone to consider that option, though. The thing about it is that I don't think they were going to fire him because of anything he was doing wrong. They just knew he'd seen something. They needed to discredit him.
Stereo, cassette player, TP, the one, yeah, metal. Okay. Well, the more I hear about this fucking place, the more I think, why would anyone be hired here? Who in their right mind would work at Freddy Fazbear's or anything related to Freddy Fazbear's? What kind of psychopath would you have to be? Oh. Right. I'm gonna name you... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna call you Frank. Frank, have you seen my pickles? Okay, yeah, you're not doing anything for me. Woohoo! Anyway, I think I've done enough for today. Time to fuck off. Wah. Anyway.